Like, you were getting up there in age.
Yeah, and your heart is going to be weaker anyway. But I also kind of feel like psychic activity, like if you are someone who is a psychic, that you might also have more heart problems. Just my brain says that this would maybe be a thing.
I'm absolutely not discrediting it. When somebody's a psychic, I feel like they can see or communicate with the spirits, but it also opens you up to spirits potentially maybe knowing that you can see them and they can see you too.
Right.
And they all just come clamoring because they want you to communicate for them.
Right. Or to hurt you because they know they can.
It's great how I just feel like that's the way that the world works. I have this whole thing worked out in my head. Like, this is the handbook, guys. But that was my story. I hope that you liked it.
Oh, no, I hated it. I wasn't interested. I was just mosquito hunting the whole time, which is not untrue. But yeah, no, it was super fun. There's a lot of things that I apparently didn't remember or know about that I was a bit surprised. The burn for me was like, whoa.
And we can put these up on our social media. So here's the first one.
Someone got real sassy in that graveyard.
It looks like hickeys, doesn't it on this person's neck?
It looks like the hickeys that you get when you're a 14-year-old and your boyfriend or girlfriend thinks that you're the coolest and that they're a vampire.
Both of these images, though, were taken by tour guides who did tours at the cemetery. And this is the really messed up one. This person got fucked up.
Yeah, scratched to hell. That's amazing.
I mean, that looks like some psycho-ass scratching.
It's weird, too, because there's no trace of blood on the outside of that shirt, even though it's rolled up. I think that's kind of interesting.
It's not great, but if you just Google people being injured and getting scratched, all the photos that people post after they leave the cemetery will come up. It's not like there's like a shortage of them floating around on the internet.
Well, yeah, he's famous for a reason.
So you did true crime today. You have to do the cheersy.
So here's to those who wish us well, and all the rest can go to hell. I would assume that Bloody Mackenzie would also feel the same way.
Yeah. If he wasn't so preoccupied scratching people. Right. Cheers.
Cheers.
And if you would like to cheers with us on social media, you can find us on Instagram, where we are Shots in the Dark Podcast. We also have a Twitter and a Snapchat, where we are Shots in the Dark P.
We also have a Facebook, where we are Shots in the Dark Pod, as well as an email where you can let us know your stories or how you felt about anything, or to say hi. And that's at shotsinthedarkpodcast@gmail.com. We also have a Patreon where we're trying to figure out how to post content. I'm not technologically savvy, so we're trying to figure it out. But some cool stuff is on there, and hopefully some more cool stuff is on the way.
I mean, if you really want to help out the show, that is so helpful. The other thing that's really, really helpful for us is if you can leave us a 5-star rating and write us a nice review on iTunes and Google Play. It helps other people find the show. It just really does more than people realize.
And we're struggling in that era, in the time period of which this is happening.
Yeah. Well, with all of that being said, from both of us here at Shots in the Dark Podcast, we hope we've left you shaken.
Not stirred.
Bye.
Bye.
Boom, 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 boom.
I mean, that's not really it. I'm gonna drink this whole bottle. Just kidding, probably not. Maybe, though.
You should drink that whole bottle.